Are you okay?
I am.
You sure?
I'm good, thanks. My stomach
I just started the show, and all of a sudden,
weird noise.
All of a sudden, I hear, "Help me!" Is there something in there?
Alien trying to get out, apparently.
What's happening, everybody? It's Sunday. Welcome to the show, Sunday Live Haul. I'm Katy. This is Vikki, aka Victoria, aka the keeper of something evil within her stomach, aka the lover of beverages, aka my fiance for less than 100 days now, I think.
It is less than 100 days.
Oh boy, guys. Oh, yeah. Does that mean I need to go out and sew my wild oats real quick? No.
Really?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, keeper of all the beverages, or the
lover of all the beverages. Well,
so who goes to Sam's Club and spends $500?
Yeah, only because we don't have a Costco nearby anymore. Like, we moved to a better neighborhood with way more of the stores that we usually go to nearby. But there's two stores that are not close anymore. Costco and Trader Joe's, unfortunately. But we joined Sam's Club. They have a lot of the same things or similar things. And we always end up with like half of our cart being beverages. And like
kombucha and flavored water and soda. Even though neither one of us drink a ton of soda, it's like, you know, maybe one a day or one every other day I'll have a can of soda. But I mean, so we just buy like cases and cases and cases of everything. It's ridiculous. Coffee, we drink 2 different types of coffee. So
yeah,
we would.
I like my coffee dark and strong, and she likes her coffee like you tie a string around a bean and let it float in some hot water for 30 seconds, and you're good to go.
Right. I like my weak ass coffee.
Okay. I think that's
like
normal.
I like my weak ass beer.
Well, and also I put a icy cold Diet Coke in a little cooler out for our mail lady every day because she's pretty much the best and she deserves it. And so we always have to have that on hand. But we like our beverages, especially me. Like you'll go like a whole day and it'll turn out she's had no water and like had 2 sips of a Diet Pepsi. And then she's like, why am I always tired? Why do I have a headache? Why this? Why that? And I'm like, seriously, you need to drink some water, guys. So we like our beverages, all right? Okay. Because she was complaining about earlier, or you weren't complaining. She was just saying like that she wanted to do a bunch of housework. And I'm like, yeah, but first of all, we got our taxes done yesterday, everybody. And
the title.
We're fully stocked with beverages. What more could you ask for?
It's true.
But yeah, what 2 things are certain in life?
Death and taxes.
Oh, we should have rehearsed that. I don't think we could have done it any better. Anyway, yeah, we did our taxes yesterday. Listen, we're not going to lie. Our businesses are separate, but we both are on the very same page when it comes to taxes. We spend 1 day a year dealing with them, and that's it.
And we talk about it.
We have our strengths. We have our weaknesses.
Exactly.
And for us, our weakness is the financial side of things as far as taxes go. And personally, yes, we could do a weekly thing or a monthly thing, do our numbers for each of our businesses. But personally, I'd rather pretend it doesn't exist for 364 days a year.
And stuff it all in within like a 4 to 6 hour period. Yesterday it was, I think, record. We realized, so I've been using GoDaddy bookkeeping since before it was GoDaddy, when it was like outright, when the eBay seller first created it, before GoDaddy purchased it, before eBay purchased it. And it's been $10 a month forever. I mean, I think it was still $10 a month when it ended.
Yeah.
But it's been $10 a month. I've been using it for, I swear, 14 years maybe. And yeah, I realize now that GoDaddy is gone that for me, it was even easier to do it without GoDaddy.
For me too.
It was faster for me to reconcile just using my bank statements and credit card statements and receipts than it was to use GoDaddy and spend hours and hours reconciling every flippin' transaction.
Yeah, it was actually a lot easier without the GoDaddy. So, I mean, I get that it gets more complicated. Like if you have different revenues of
right. And God bless people like Teresa and those of you that love to do the accounting minutia day to day or week to week or month to month. God bless you, those of you that do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
It is just not my jam. Never will be. It's never
torture.
going to happen. It's absolute torture.
I like to keep the torture down to half a day.
I keep all my receipts. I keep, I use my business cards for everything. So it's easy enough to grab everything because we do the cash method. So of accounting, we don't use the accrual method. So it's more like money in, money out is basically the cash method. It's so much easier because you don't have to have a beginning balance and an ending balance like you do for inventory, like you do for the accrual method. It's, you have to pick one or the other and you can't switch it up.
Listen,
it's pretty much once you start a business, you've got to do it.
Technically, any CPA, including Mark II, who does each of our taxes, will tell you the accrual method is better.
Yes.
It's better for being able to see
your overall money picture,
the health of your business overall, and to track it year to year. 100%, it is the better way to do it. Personally, I don't care, and neither does Vikki, because of the way we do our businesses. And listen, I'm not planning on building an empire with multiple employees, and it's just.
Well, I am.
I know, but whatever. I don't care.
Not an empire. I just want to have.
I'm like, can I pay my bills? Do I have money?
I want to have 2 crystals, and I have yet to figure out. Neither has she figured out how to replicate herself. So far, I'm SOL with that. I mean, Crystal, what good are you? Really? Crystal. Come on, you cannot make another one. Is it too late for you to have a kid?
Says your hair is on point.
Thank you.
And
I washed it today.
He wants to know, are you close to 100% recovered? I think you're like 95.
I would say I'm like 90 to 95%. Yeah. I have like one little area that hasn't completely closed up yet, but my doctor's not worried about it. Just had a checkup on Friday.
And she gets extra sore when she pushes herself too much. Like yesterday, she went to the bins, filled the entire car with stuff. And then by last night, you were pretty sore.
Yeah. So like the pulling and lifting and dragging stuff at the bins is probably not a great idea, but I also have to start using my arms again. Right. I mean,
Turtle Bug Inc. We don't have a regular Wednesday show right now. We have a regular Wednesday show because we're doing the whole Boss Reseller Remix kind of preview
with Teresa.
Bringing in different guests that either sponsors or presenters to kind of ramp up to the event. We will not continue that after. We might bring in some shows every now and then, like we were talking.
We've said it before. We used to have a Wednesday show, a Friday show, and then we switched it to a Wednesday show and a Friday night show. And
it's tough.
Honestly, it's really hard to commit to 2 to 3 live things a week because we are busy working during the day, obviously. And then even the Friday night show, we go out a lot. So it's like doing one every Friday night is not going to happen.
It's tough because listen, like today we have our regular Sunday show. Technically this show's going to go for maybe an hour and a half. It's usually, sometimes it goes close to 2 hours, but like an hour and a half, right? We have the whole day to do stuff, this little hour and a half pocket in the middle of the day. But then it's like we had to go to the grocery store this morning, and it's like I didn't get any work done before, and then we have the show,
just setting up the show,
and then I actually was telling Vikki, like, I'm gonna have to work later today because I need to get like all of my whatnot shows set up for this week. And so it's like having just, even if it's only an hour in the middle of the day, it's crazy how much time it eats up. And it's been
because
very
we're
difficult.
Not the type of YouTubers that actually make revenue from YouTube, because we don't. Let's be real. We don't make crap. I mean, I think it's
like maybe $50 a month.
Yeah, it's really pathetic. So we do this purely because we love connecting with the community. We like teaching. We like working and talking to all of you guys. And of course, putting on the Reseller Remix with Teresa, all of that kind of stuff all ties into what we do with our Facebook group and all that kind of stuff. So we're just, $200 is being generous, Greg. I don't even think we make $200 a month on YouTube.
Usually. We don't get the views. I mean, if you look at that's the thing that's going to be really interesting at the Boss Reseller Remix. One of the panels is going to be all about building and monetizing a YouTube channel. And it's going to have Danny Ackerman, the niche lady, is going to be moderating it. And she's going to be talking to Josh, Harry Tornado, and then Mikey Bags of Money. And, it really shows when you look at their channel. I mean, obviously Josh is 330,000 subs on his. I think
he has a monster
Danny's
channel.
over 70,000. But what I think is the most interesting is when you look at Mikey's channel, where I think he's at around 7,000, between 7 and 8,000. I don't know if he's in the chat. Between 7,000 and 8,000 subs, we have over 10,000. We were 10,500. However, you can see how he does his channel very differently. Now, mind you, it takes up a lot more of his time. It takes up a significant amount of his time, and he's okay with that. That's what he wants to do. But you'll see a huge difference. You look at the views on his versus the views on ours. He is blowing us out of the water. It's crazy. but it's all about figuring out those algorithms and
that's what we're going to be talking about at the panel.
Yep. So anybody who's going to be at the remix or has a
wants to do
virtual
that.
thing, who's looking into building a channel and is trying to figure out how to make it happen.
Don't watch us for that.
Because seriously, and I think Mikey's going to be the best example of it, because you can look at somebody like Josh and be like, okay, that's just too much. Or even Danny and say, like, it's over 70,000 subs. Like, how do you get to there? But Mike started his channel like around the time of the remix
right
last
after the
year.
remix.
Right after the remix. So it's literally been 1 year, and it's crazy. But yeah.
It's going to show all the different things, because Danny's only been doing her channel for like 2.5 years. So it's, you know, I mean, she had a channel. She's had it for like 6 or 7 years. She'll tell you that. But she let it grow dormant. So she had like 3,000 to 4,000 subs or something like that. And then she hadn't posted anything in years. So it may as well have been a brand new channel when she started over again in late 2019 is when she started over again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Somebody asked a question there. I know that Friday After Dark shows were fun.
They were fun.
And somebody asked a question about eBay going to blow away whatnot, or when they come out with their live selling.
That's good.
I don't know. I think it's going to depend really on how eBay structures their live selling. If they try to micromanage it the way they micromanage the site itself with sellers and listers and all that type of thing, then no, it's not going to do a darn thing to whatnot, because whatnot gives you autonomy where eBay does not give you autonomy.
Yeah, true.
And whatnot gives you full autonomy over your shows in general, and setup is super fast and easy. If there's a way to screw that up, eBay will figure it out.
Well, and the thing you got to understand is I feel like a lot of the issues that we have on eBay has to do with it's this very old system. And there's probably, I mean, we don't know the behind the scenes, but a lot of that website and everything is built upon all this older stuff. And then they make tweaks and they do this and they add more on top of it. Whereas whatnot, it's like you've got a new app, a new company, and they're relatively new. They built it new. Now, it didn't exactly start immediately with live selling, but it very quickly grew into that. They've only been around for a couple of years. And now it's like, that's what they are. They are synonymous with live selling.
And there's
that is all they do.
Pop shop or pop-up shop.
It's
or
a fraction.
There's a whole bunch
users.
Of smaller ones that do this.
Yeah.
But
and it's huge overseas, like in Asia and stuff like that. But
there's lots of different lots of different live selling sites in general. Whatnot definitely has the most buzz among resellers, and they are growing exponentially very, very quickly. And they're building their infrastructure. And I mean, you want to say like,
what?
Talk about Wednesday?
Oh yeah, but I wanted to finish what I was going to say. But the problem with like eBay is that eBay is a totally different type of animal, and it's like if they decide to start live selling, it's like how do you like come out the gate and not be a failure, because you need to have like they don't get to be this small company that nobody's ever heard of that grows, and then once people figure out what's going on, it's already like banging. eBay's like eBay. So now eBay says, okay, we're going to start live selling. How do you out the gate make sure it's successful and not just a huge flop because people aren't ready to jump on board and get into it? I don't know. Like to me, that would be super challenging. But yes, speaking of whatnot, guys, and Laura, I bet super excited about this. We are going to have Jack from Whatnot on our Wednesday show, our Wednesday Boss Reseller Remix preview show. Jack from Whatnot, he's the leader of the fashion vertical over there. He is awesome. We love him. Super nice. He's just a really great guy. He's going to be at the remix. He's going to be on stage.
He's not a corporate guy.
No, he's going to be on stage.
I was just going to say, he kind of embodies what Whatnot is, casual business selling, which I think is a signature thing. I think he's young. He's younger than us. He's very casual and friendly, and I don't know. I like him. I like him a lot. He's very engaging, and he loves to get to know sellers. So they're super excited. Whatnot is one of our main sponsors, and they are coming to the remix with how many people?
Whatnot, 4. So what I wanted to say though is that we're going to do the show on Wednesday with Jack. He's going to be on stage for the Whatnot session at the remix. Now that session is going to have Jesse from Yesterday's Fits and Ryan and Allie from Rally Roots. And it's going to be very seller centric, that session. It's going to be a lot about like, Whatnot from the seller perspective and becoming a Whatnot seller, how to do a successful show, how to build a following, et cetera,
what formulas work.
Right. But this Wednesday with Jack, we really want to dig into the company itself, kind of where it's at now, where it came from, and where it's going, like changes they see going forward. So more about like that kind of stuff. So if you really want to get in there and learn about that and maybe ask Jack some questions, and maybe about some features that drive you crazy or whatever, we're going to cover that because we don't want to do too much overlap on Wednesday with the actual session.
And definitely bring your questions on Wednesday and in person when you come to the remix. Those of you that are coming to the remix, absolutely, he's going to be there for the whole time. They're there to mingle and talk to sellers. They want to hear your questions, just like eBay people. So you want to talk a little bit more about that panel because I don't know that we actually.
Yeah, we've brought it up, but let me talk about what it really
officially announce what that.
Let me talk. Yeah, I think I've teased it and talked about it a little bit. Let's talk about what it officially is. So it's going to be one of the longer sessions because it's going to be broken up into two parts. The first part, maybe the first half hour to 45 minutes, is going to be Jack and Ryan and Allie and Jesse, and they're just going to be talking about the basic stuff of like we were just saying, like starting on Whatnot, how you build your audience, how to build a successful show, how to get the flow, all those kind of tips and tricks and stuff like that, kind of their experience with it and how they can help you figure that out. And then the second half of the show, they're actually going to be doing a live Whatnot sale from the stage. It's actually going to be on the Whatnot channel, like their Whatnot channel. So it's not going to be on Ryan and Allie's. It's not going to be on Jesse's. They're going to do it from their channel, which has a really big following, obviously, too. So it's going to be really cool. And we're going to be selling an assortment, like a bunch of vintage tees, of course, a couple of other things. Also,
donated by Ryan and Allie
and Jesse,
and donated by Jesse.
Yep, and me. And then also, little teaser for the remix guys. I commissioned a very limited run of exclusive collab hats. Collab hats. Boss Reseller remix, yesterday's fits, collab hats. I literally only got 20 of them made. Okay. Most of them are going to be given out at random times during the remix, but I think 2 of them I'm going to go ahead and I paid for these out of my pocket. I didn't even, because I was like,
we're not a remix expense.
I was like, I have this idea. I want to do this thing. And so I told Teresa and Vikki, I'm like, I'm not going to ask you guys for money. So there's literally only 20 hats and a couple of them will go in the Whatnot sale. But what's really cool about it is it's going to be a charity sale and all the money, 100%.
Yeah, I think that's what you need to say a little bit more. So we're going to be doing a live Whatnot sale. Not only will you at home be able to watch on Whatnot and bid on items, but those in the audience at the remix itself, I have a feeling this is going to be the hit session of the week. You'll be able to bid in person. You will need to have the Whatnot app downloaded on your phone. So you just need to download the app and attach your form of payment to it. I would do that before the remix. And we're going to talk to you about doing that at the event itself. But we're going to be auctioning everything off and everything has been donated by Jesse at Yesterday's Fits and Ryan and Allie, Rally Roots. And these are not like cheap mids. There's going to be some banger pieces in there. And they are going to 100% of the money that is raised from the auction is going to be donated to the Blind Center of Nevada. So the Blind Center. So it's going to be really awesome because you guys get to learn about Whatnot. You get to see a live Whatnot show in action and you get to participate. And for those of you who aren't able to come physically to the remix, you guys get to participate in it. It's going to be super fun. I'll probably set up some things for them to like smaller buy it now things so people can contribute as well. Maybe a couple of the hats could be in the buy it now.
No.
Oh, sorry.
They're exclusive, very limited run.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Buy it now.
Limited edition collabs.
So, yes, that I'm going to be giving away, and only 2 are going to be for sale. You don't do buy it now. Are you crazy?
And I just have to say, I got to give a little shout out to Katy here, but this was Katy's idea for the session. And thankfully, we knew Ryan and Allie would jump on, and we knew that Jesse would jump on and be super happy to participate and donate their stuff. Because they're all good people. So, and Whatnot thinks it's a great idea too. So I have to say this was Katy's idea. And this is probably my favorite thing I'm looking forward to at the remix, as far as I think it'll be really fun and interactive. And because so many of you are not able to come in person, you get to actually see that portion of the event live, but also that same day, right? I think we're doing it the same day.
What
is it? We're doing it Thursday.
What that same day?
Our show.
Yes.
So right after that is over, we will go into our closing show, which is the Katy and Vikki show. We're going to do live as well. Those of you that remember last year, many of you watched from home and were able to get a taste of the remix there as well. So we'll be doing the same thing. So we're going to be set up on Thursday for a good portion of you to at least interact with a lot of us.
It's going to be very, very
I'm
cool.
excited about it.
Buy it now.
I have a feeling
exclusive collab hats. What are you talking about?
I have a feeling this is going to be I mean, the remix itself would have been wonderful without this event and without, a lot of the things that are happening, but it's getting better and better every little detail that we flesh out. And I'm getting really excited for how exciting and professional this is going to be and fun.
Speaking of, last week we talked about how Mercari jumped on board. They're going to have 6 people come.
Yep.
Right?
Six Mercari employees.
6 Mercari employees. But we just announced a couple days ago that our latest sponsor to jump on is Grailed. Now, unfortunately, Grailed is not actually going to send anybody. They just can't swing it this year. Turns out the Grailed is only 100 people.
Grailed has 100 employees total.
And there's only 3 people in their business development department.
3 people in business development. Yeah. One of them is a single mom, not a single mom, a young mom with 2 small kids, and it would be her that would come, and she just cannot swing it.
Yeah, can't swing it. So hopefully they're saying that they really want to come next year. So they're not able to come, but they are on board as a sponsor. They're going to send us all kinds of fun swaggity swag.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're going to send us a little pre-recorded thing for us to play at the remix.
Yeah.
So the estate is anyone from the estate category coming to Whatnot? You know what? Good question to ask Jack. I don't really know who's coming.
Other
than him.
Okay, so for sure, I know Jack is coming. Pretty much for sure, Jeanette is coming. I don't remember her last name, but she's also, for those of you who
Jeanette is the women's fashion.
For those of you who have done onboarding on the fashion side, she may have been the one who ran your onboarding.
She did my onboarding.
And
I believe Jeanette is women's fashion specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if she is Jack's equivalent or whatever, but she's definitely in that area.
And then possibly there's somebody new that he's hoping is going to come. He hasn't for sure figured it out. And then the VP of fashion wants to come, but it's not a for sure thing. All right, guys, I'll show you. Somebody was saying, I think
Tommy
Allison wanted to know. No.
Tommy wants to see the hat.
It is Tommy. Okay. Tommy wants a sneak peek of the hat. So I can show you them. This is just the mock-up, but I've seen the actual ones. I haven't picked them up yet. So I'll be able to show them to you next week. But this is what the hats look like. It's yesterday's fits, Boss Reseller Remix collab. Just a trucker hat. I think it's awesome. I will definitely be wearing one. So that means there's only 19 after that.
They are pretty cool.
But yeah, we love them.
Yeah, Turtlebug Inc. You just do eBay right now. You know what? All of the opportunities are exciting. And even if you just do eBay, there's going to be so much to learn and pick up from other sellers. I don't know if you are someone that purchased a ticket or not. But I hope you did. And if you didn't, what are you waiting for? Ticket sales are going strong. We do still have some available. Lots of people are picking up tickets at the last minute, which I consider the last month last minute. I don't know about you.
I know, right? All of a sudden,
there's a lot of people that are buying tickets still, even in last minute planning. But hey, good for them. I'm happy.
All right. And then one last teeny tiny little teaser. We do have potentially, pretty sure this is going to be the last one. Maybe, possibly, and I'm very excited about it. One more sponsor joining the remix, but that's all I can tell you right now. Don't know for sure. Should find out in this next week. It's another of my little side things, like me reaching out and harassing somebody and seeing it. So we'll see. We'll see if it turns out. Already, it's like the back of that T-shirt's going to be full of sponsor
oh my God.
logos. It's crazy.
Seriously.
It's crazy compared to last year's. Okay. Now that we've talked about all this stuff 500 million times, the link to the show on Wednesday is down below.
Don't miss it. That would be a great show. If you sell on Whatnot, if you want to sell on Whatnot, if you're curious about the platform, where it's going and where it is now, and you have questions for somebody at the top that's going to answer questions, I'm going to tell you something. eBay employees very, very rarely do YouTube shows with anyone. There's too much legalese and corporate involvement. The fact that you have somebody from a platform coming and doing a YouTube channel, a baby YouTube channel at that, is a big deal. Take advantage of the fact that you can ask these questions.
Yeah, for sure. Sandra says, I have a guess who it is. I don't know.
I don't know if you'll guess that one, Sandra.
I don't know. But Laura probably knows pretty much for sure.
Well, Laura does know.
I know she does. Okay, let's go ahead and get our show started now that we're 25 minutes in. But hey, we had a lot of stuff to talk about, you guys.
We did. So we got to show our numbers.
Show our numbers. I'm first this week because I actually went 2 weeks in a row of making more money than Vikki. Not that it was anything to brag about because my sales weren't that great. So now Vikki's back.
Well, I'm sort of.
Anyway, okay, so I had 13 eBay orders. Let me tell you, I have like 3 things that are like $100 plus that are sitting there waiting to be paid for. And every single time this happens, I get more and more mad.
Angry.
I get so mad about, listen, I know I can just not do offers, but you know what? I like doing offers, okay? But for F's sake, come on, man. At what point do I have to stop waiting for people to make the payments? You accepted my offer. Why don't you immediately pay, you son of a bitch? Anyway, so I'm just irritated. But 13 sales on eBay, 30 on my 2 Whatnot shows, 10 on Etsy, nothing on Thrilling this week, 1 private sale, and 5 Grailed and 1 Mercari for a total of 60 outgoing orders. Between eBay and Whatnot, $1,167.42. Only like 700 something on eBay, thanks to those stinking rotten no payers. And then 392 for my 2 Whatnot shows. $543.50 on Etsy, $125 on my private sale, and $338 between Grailed and Mercari. So my total gross, at least I'm over $2,173.92. And my shipping, $172.45. My cost of goods, $375. My net, at least it's over $1,000. I don't know. I would just want to be at 2,000. Can I just be at 2,000? $1,387.38. You can see my sad average sale prices there. Now I do show you both with and without Whatnot. So without Whatnot, even it was down $59.40. I like to hit 70.
You had an Instagram private order, huh? Who would you sell that?
Not to? Instagram. / private. You'll see. I'm going to show it.
Oh, okay.
You already know about it. You just forgot. So even without Whatnot, my average sale price is lower than I like it to be. But once you factor in the old Whatnot, $36.23 net average sale price, $23.12. So,
I like Allison's quote there. That will change. Buyers that make offers will have to pay immediately. Quote end quote.
I know,
eBay,
right?
Circa 2019.
It's so true.
It's very true.
I'm so sick of it.
3 years later, for Christ's sake.
All these other platforms, all these other like able to do immediate pay. Like, come on, man. Like, it's not.
They
that
promise
hard.
it at every open.
I'm
sure we're going to hear it again
this year.
I'm sure we're going to hear it again in a couple of weeks for the open live. I'm sure. Speaking of anybody here that is local and is not already coming, Katy and I are hosting a live watch party for eBay Open the last day, the Friday, the 23rd, September 23rd, here in our home. Starts at 11 o'clock in the morning, goes 11 to like 2:30 is the eBay session portion. And of course, we know people will stay and hang out and talk. So
gross.
And gross people, ill people. So we're going to have beverages and refreshments and food and snacks. And we will also have an eBay and a puppy. And we will also have an eBay employee here that you can ask questions of. Then she can take information back. If she can't answer the question for you, she knows the person that can, and she can take information back for you. So we'll be hosting that at our house. And it does look like I've got about 20 RSVPs at this point. So I do hope that the majority of you show up. Oh, we also will have eBay swag in the house too. So
in the house. All right. You want to look at your numbers now? Let's see what you got. Tell us what you got.
Nothing exciting. So I did 34 orders on eBay. Again, on my eBay, from doing our taxes last year, man. My eBay was fantastic in 2020. It was meh last year. I think I did 96,000 on eBay last year. This year we are in September. So it's September 11th today, guys. And I am at 56,000 year to date on eBay.
Crazy.
You may as well stab me in the eye with a knitting needle.
Yeah, do it, guys.
So
stab her in the eye with a knitting needle.
My other platforms are on par with where they were last year, but they have not increased. So my sales will definitely be lower this year than last year. I never had a huge Q4 uptick last year, which was also strange. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so 34 on eBay. I did 9 on Etsy, 8 on Poshmark, which was very weak for Poshmark this week. And I did 1 order on Mercari, 42 on Whatnot. I had my second Whatnot sale this week. It was actually pretty good. Not the prices that I would obviously sell things for. And I did sell probably to other resellers primarily, which is what Whatnot seems to be.
It's changing. I think it'll change.
I think it will get better, but there were a few pieces that did go up a little higher than my asking price. They do not start at $1. I started everything at $10 and one thing at $30. And then so it was a total of 94 orders for the week. Just about 1,700 on eBay, 455 on Etsy, 282 on Poshmark. That's very, very low for me for a Poshmark week. And then I did $690 on Whatnot, but $690 in the span of an hour and 20 minutes, not terrible. For a total of $31.52. Again, I would wish that were higher, but it's better than it has been these past few weeks.
I wish that was my number.
And my cost of goods, as always, relatively low at $216. So my total net, $22.60 something. My gross ever sale price is very low though, because of Whatnot.
Yeah. Thanks, Whatnot. No, I do kind of love Whatnot. It's tough though. You gotta like that.
I can see that I really like it. I have to be honest. I'm never going to be a 2, 3, 4 show a day, show a week person. I cannot sustain that. It's not possible with what I sell. It's just not that easily available to get cheaply enough to do it. And I realized
I think you could though, if you start going to the bins, like
I can go to the bins twice a week to build up enough to do a show once a month.
Sure.
Which is what I intend to do.
Yeah.
Especially now that I have a new person that I'm going to contact this afternoon, actually, that's going to be doing all of my cross posting for me. So that's going to free up 10 to 12 hours a week for me at least, which means I can shop another day and get more listed. Yeah. So that's kind of my goal.
There you go. All right, let's jump right into our sales and highlights for the week, or sales highlights for the week. So since we're running a little bit behind, what do you got here?
So I did have, I talked about on the...
we get an offer.
It's on a tie, no big deal. I talked about probably a few months ago that I ended up picking up 4 or 5 pieces of vintage St. John in the bins, that after people had gone through the bins at least an hour before, I mean, it's been sitting there for a long time. So just to show that you don't have to be the first person to dive in and throw elbows to get the best stuff. These guys didn't give a crap about St. John. So I picked up 4 items in the bins, and 3 of them sold to the same buyer. This is one of them. So again, I paid maybe under $2 for that, under $2 for this item. Both of them sold for $67.46. They were on my 25% off sale. And this one sold for a little bit more. It's a jacket. This one sold for $97. It did have repairs in it. Actually, this one did not come from the bins. This one came from Deseret. I paid $4 for it, and Crystal repaired a hole in the shoulder, and it still sold for the price you see there.
Crazy.
So all went to the same buyer. So they paid $97 for one and $67 for each of the other 2. So I probably had about, with the repair, I have $7 into this one, or $10 into this one, maybe $15 total for all 3 pieces. It's pretty good.
Ugh, they really want you to take that offer. All right. First one up for me. I did not sell it for that price. This is a shirt that when I got it, I think I paid like $10 for it. And I didn't know what it was. And I looked it up and realized it was like a motocross. I think it's a brand, that CZ or whatever is a brand. And it's an 80s shirt. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just price this really high. That looks like maybe a JCPenney or something tag.
Yeah.
So I just priced it really high because sometimes it'll sell right away. But once I've had it for a few months, which at this point I've had this for a few months, then I start sending out like some really big
offers.
aggressive in your face. Like, take this for this money now. Anyway, so I sent an offer.
I'm going to look at my phone right now so I can decline
your
offer so that you can get it. I can get it off the screen for you.
You're allowed. So I sent an offer for 75 and sold it. But I mean, that's great. $10 into 75. And like I said, like, you know, this is with a piece like this that's like kind of interesting and rare, and you're not able to find other ones like it. There's nothing wrong with trying out like kind of a crazy price, because the right person might be right there to look at it and immediately snap it up. So whatever, but I got $75 for it. So I was happy with that.
Good.
What was the offer?
It was $20 and it's a $30 tie. I took it. It's fine. It was like I paid pennies. It was
easy to grab, easy to ship.
So I just wanted to show this because I don't do a ton of plush, but I will buy plush. And this is one of those that's, it's a TY animal. And you can see the little tags on it. I got this at the bins. Little TY bunny. He's off-white, kind of a creamy color. It's a terrible photo. Sorry. I've had him for, I didn't take these photos.
Take these in the closet?
No, I didn't take, Johnny took these.
So
anyway,
he's got a day job.
Yeah, it's a good thing he's done. But anyway, he tried, bless his heart. So I paid maybe $1 for it, and it sold within a couple of months. It sold for $69.
All right.
It's not a Beanie Baby, but same brand. It just happens to be like
$1 million,
10, 12 inches long instead.
All right. So this t-shirt, I actually picked this up like a month ago or so. If any of you guys watch Rally Roots in their Whatnot shows, they do the mystery boxes, but the mystery boxes they do are usually like sell for like $500. And it's just crazy. There's no way I can participate at that level. But sometimes they throw a bone to us commoners and they do like a mid-level mystery box thing. And so I actually got 2 of them for $50 a piece. And one was this shirt and the other one was a really cool vintage Pocahontas shirt. And so I sold this one. I think somebody offered me like, I don't know, 70 or 75. I think I came back. Anyway, we ended up settling at 100. So I sold it for 100, paid 50 for it, sold it for 100. So basically kind of, I mean, even now, and then whatever I make on the Pocahontas one, normally I wouldn't pay $50 for a shirt,
right,
to just sell it for a little bit more. But I wanted to have fun with the mystery box thing, and at least I'm not going to be out money. So this is just a cool vintage 70s.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Did you get this from Rally Roots in their mystery box? Okay, sorry.
I played their mid mystery box show.
I gotcha.
So I didn't have to pay $500 to maybe get a shirt worth $500.
So what'd you pay for the 2 shirts?
You guys.
I'm sorry, I didn't listen. I was trying to read the chat at the same time.
You guys.
You paid about 50 for this
I paid 50 for each of them.
Okay, gotcha.
So I got 2 shirts for $100.
Gotcha.
Sold this one for $100. Guys, I feel so invisible.
Sorry. I was reading
welcome
the chat.
Welcome to the show. All right, what's this?
I just wanted to say that not everything has to be current and desirable to sell.
I'm talking about.
Look
this
at this
dead
thing.
Sexy.
It's dead sexy. Every time I hear that, I think of like Austin Powers.
I mean, come on, look at that.
So 90s, right? So it's got the clip on the back with the sunflower to pull it so that you've got a waistline on it. It's super long, pinafore dress. This reminds me of a Sunday school teacher dress.
Why is this picture? Was that underneath?
It came with it, so yeah, I just sold it.
Oh, I see.
Just a little blouse that goes under it, little t-shirt type thing.
Naughty.
But in any case, it's sold. I got this at the bins, guys. I paid maybe $2 or $3, and it sold for $75.
Awesome, Paula, you're fired. You asshole. So rude.
And Cheryl, yes, totally veggie core, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of, see, I mean, I would never wear this, and I like vintage, but I also like interesting vintage. So it's
interesting, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Linda says, "Oh, so sexy." Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She might be showing a little bit of ankle there. I'm not sure.
Crunchy lesbian core. All right. Joe Montana sweatshirt. I did not sell it for the price you see there. I did an offer for $100 and somebody grabbed it and they actually paid, you guys. They paid.
Oh my God. It's shocking.
I think they paid. Did they pay? I think they paid. Anyway, but I paid like $25 for this. So, and I've had it for a while now. So I'm like, I'll make $100 on it. But again, just priced it high. We'll see what happened, but it's a 90s Toltecs tag, 90s NFL sweatshirt. I like it. It's got Joe Montana on it.
I mean, Joe Montana's the shit kind of from the 80s.
Sure. All right. Next up for you. I just always think of Joe Namath because remember when he was on the Brady Bunch?
Mm-hmm. I do remember that. So this is like the epitome of 80s, right? I say this about a lot of things, but look at the pockets on this.
Keep so many like chips and snacks in there.
Love that Crystal was able to get them to stick out like this because that is exactly what they look like. They stick out. They've got all these beads and bedazzles on them. We've got this big shoulder pads, like 3/4 length sleeves, beading and bedazzling. It came with a little belt, and these pockets are they're just stupid. It's like a statement piece.
It's not stupid. Outfit. You could keep like so many, like a whole like veggie
pocketbook pockets. Seriously, Cheryl.
Assortment of veggies in there. Put some dips in. I don't know.
Do you want to keep your pet puppies in your pockets? I mean, you could do that too.
Yeah.
Hammer core. Yeah. The pockets are for your cocaine. Listen,
that's a lot of cocaine. That's a lot of cocaine.
I don't know what you were doing in the 80s.
That's a lot of cocaine.
But damn, you can do your grocery shopping.
Yeah, listen, guys, this is like farmer's market core. You go to the farmer's market, you fill up on your fresh veggies, and you're conscious about about you
don't want to use bags.
You don't want to use
Environmentally
bags.
conscious.
You want to put your veggies straight in there and not worry about bags, but you also want to have your hands free for looking at the other veggies and possibly some homemade jam. Okay.
Yep, they would fit at least a couple of kittens each. Seriously, I don't know, but yeah. Sandra, yep, middle school. I was all about the cocaine. Anyway, all right. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty.
It's over.
I picked it up at the bins, is what I wanted to say. I paid like $3. It sold for $85 within 3 days of listing it, which means I listed it too low.
Okay. Yeah, somebody was all over that. All right, next up, I've got this Moscow State University sweatshirt. I'm pretty sure I got this sweatshirt in when we went to that estate sale where I had blind bought a bunch of shirts and stuff from the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the things in there. So really my costs on this is maybe $1 or $2 based on all the pieces that I got. And I'm well in the black on all that stuff like a long time ago. So it was definitely a good buy. But this, like, it sold, I didn't have it listed for very long, just like maybe a couple of weeks or so. And it sold for $62.99. Again, I paid maybe $1 or $2 for it. So I was pretty stoked about it.
They're still going with the pockets, Sandra. Those are honey baked ham pockets.
There you go.
Seinfeld buffet episode. Yeah, seriously.
You put lots of tater tots in there. Oh man. All right, next up.
So this didn't sell for that price. It did sell for $85. I did take a best offer on this. I had bought this in Kingman, Arizona with Katy 3 or 4 years ago. I paid $2 for it. I came home and my daughter promptly stole it. So my daughter loved this jacket. I paid $2 for it. She took it, wore it herself for at least 3 years, gave it back to me when I saw her in just last month in California. I listed it and it sold within a couple of days for $85.
That's pretty good.
So I think,
that's pretty good. You kept your daughter warm for a few years and then made some money.
Yep.
All right. Tell us what's your offer on those shorts. We want to know.
I don't know.
We want to know, guys.
Good enough.
If we're going to see it on screen, we need to know the outcome.
It was $40. I'm not accepting it.
How much are they listed for?
They're listed for like $85.
Okay. Well, we need that information. Dadgummit. All right. Put your phone down.
Dadgummit.
You done?
Yes.
All right. Next up is this jacket, Marshall University Thundering Herd puffer jacket. Yes, their
is it Marshall University? We are Marshall. Isn't that like that big story of the bus crash and everybody died on the team?
I don't know, but thanks for bringing us down, man, Debbie Downer. Anyway, this is another jacket that I got from shopping Casey's garage. Rockstar Flipper, and I maybe pay $10 for it, if that, because I think I gave him like $200, which he tried to like say no, it was too much. But I did pay him $200 for a whole bunch of jackets and a lot of t-shirts and stuff. I sold a bunch of the t-shirts on Whatnot. This is the third jacket I've sold now, and I already was well into the black when I sold this, and it was great because I was getting offers, like low ball offers on eBay, and then like the same day it sold for my full sale asking price on Etsy. So I was like, yeah,
look at that.
Yeah.
Frankie said Marshall beat Notre Dame yesterday.
Oh, so you mean I could have sold this for double the money? It's not that great of a jacket. It's not as good as the Seattle Seahawks one I sold last week, but still $90.
Tommy, Katy did just tell me to look at my phone.
I did, because I felt like it was an interactive experience. It wasn't about her ignoring the live show she's on. Mm-hmm. All right. Next up for you.
So I've shown these before. I showed these when I first grabbed them. I did get them at the bins. They're pretty heavy, so I probably paid about $5 for them. They're 90s Skechers. If these had been my size, if these were a size 9, I would have totally hung on to them. They're leather. They're good 90s Skechers, like when Skechers were made well and they're not just like faux leather and crappy, but when Skechers were the jam in the 90s, these were the jam. So they've got the big lug sole. They actually need the inside. I showed the heel on one of them. So it actually has some tape around them because the heel is starting to peel back.
Okay.
Some people, they could glue it. I put like electrical tape on it. I think they kind of still look cool, but they sold for the price you see there. In any case, I've had them for a few months. I knew someone would buy them at the right price. So I paid maybe $5. They sold for $112.46 plus shipping.
All right. Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, they were fun.
Next up for me is this cool Bruise Bros Pitbull t-shirt. I don't know what this is. I got it. I don't remember where I got it. I might have gotten it on Whatnot. I don't think I paid more than like $10 for it. But I just like the graphic on it. It's definitely kind of worn and faded. It's an 80s Hawaii kind of t-shirt, but look at them. Look how cool and chill they are. It's from 1989, Master Graphics Hawaii. So I went ahead and just priced it up. And honestly, I haven't had this listed for all that long. And check it out. Like, I say I'll price something really high and then I'll just do aggressive offers if it doesn't sell. This is one of those ones that actually sold for what I wanted within probably a month of me listing it. So it worked out well. It's on the jerseys tag. But yeah, I paid maybe $10 for it, sold it for $90. All right.
This actually sold on Poshmark, but Poshmark sales are hard to show well. So I just decided to show you my ended eBay listing. Let's hold on. Excuse me. Sorry. Had to sneeze. Anyway, I got this at the bins as well. This is a nice soft 70s leather jacket. And I've had it for a few months. I don't know how long I've had it, but I've had it for a while now, probably a good 6 to 9 months, maybe even a little bit longer. But sold for the price, actually, not that you see there because it did sell on Poshmark. It sold for $85 on Poshmark. And again, I had gotten it at the bins, so I probably paid under $4 or $5.
Yeah, her sneezes are very violent and unnecessary. I usually have to tell her that was unnecessary. It's like if you go look after the show, not now. Put your phone away. Put your phone away, Sandra. Put your phone away. There's a really good Saturday Night Live. It's like I think it's a commercial for cold medicine. It's Will Ferrell and
Sherry O'Terry.
No, your answer is always Sherry O'Terry. Oh my God. It doesn't matter who it is. You're like Sherry O'Terry. Sherry O'Terry's not been around for a very long time. Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell. It's like for cold medicine. And he keeps sneezing, except his sneezes are just like ridiculous.
Yelling. It's me.
So good. It's like, ha! It's ridiculous. You got to watch it. It's not Sherry O'Terry, okay? Sherry
Whatever.
It's like I was saying something about Molly Shannon. I was like, it's just Sherry O'Terry.
They were on the same time, for crying out loud. You act like it's like there's decades apart. Like I asked if it was Gilda Radner or something.
Three different people. You've been Sherry O'Terry. It's like I had an ex who she was really bad at figuring out who people were, what other shows, and her question 95% of the time was, "Is that the mom from Elf?" Mary Steenburgen. And funny enough, there were multiple times she was correct. So, I mean, a lot of times she was wrong, but multiple times she was correct. But and I'm like, you mean Mary Steenburgen? No. All right. You done with this one?
Yes. You're going to keep going.
All right. Next up, Denver Broncos Cliff Angles sweatshirt. I actually haven't had this that long. I bought this from Jesse within the last couple of months. Paid like $20 for it, maybe 25. Sold it for 101 on Mercari. What's weird, I swear, guys, tell me if this ever happens to you, where you get an offer on one platform and then it sells on another one, but it's something that you've literally had for like, either months or a year. It's like, it's not like you just like, it makes sense when you just listed it because both platforms, people are noticing it. This, it's like, it's sold on Mercari, and I've probably had this for like a good 4 or 5 months. Sold on Mercari. And then I got a message on Etsy from this woman who wanted to offer $85. And then she said that she's an influencer and she would give me a shout out on her Instagram. Now, to be fair, 85 was not a bad offer.
She's an influencer and she's going to give you a shout out on her
Instagram. To be fair, 85 is not a bad offer. Had I not just sold this for 101.
So you could sell it for exposure is what you're saying.
Yeah. Had I not sold it for 101, I probably would have, not for the exposure part, but 85 was a fair offer. I probably would have been like, yeah, sure, I'll sell it to you for $85. And I went and looked at her thing. Like, she's got like 60,000 followers. So it's not like it wouldn't have necessarily been like a bad thing. So it was just funny because I was like, I'm really sorry. I already just sold this on a different platform. So anyway, but you know me, I always pick these up.
Cliff Angle.
I always pick them up.
And price them high.
And price them high. I mean, I think they don't sell as crazy as they used to, but it's a fair bet you'll be able to sell them for $100. All right. Go ahead.
I picked this up from Jesse at yesterday's Fits. I'd actually picked up a stack of towels, and I've sold several of them. I actually sold 2 to Mel and Deb. I sold this one and probably 4 or 5 others. I think I only have 3 or 4 left, but I bought a bunch of towels, and I paid $4 a piece for them. There's some pictures. It was from when Teresa and Liz, everybody was here for my birthday. We went to yesterday's Fits, and there was some footage that I think Liz Colorado Reworn put into a TikTok because it looked like Jesse and I were doing a drug deal on the side of a staircase because she took photos.
It was like from down below. She was
I was
above,
giving him money and he was handing me towels in a staircase, but it looked like a back alley drug
probably had a
deal.
brick of heroin wrapped up inside it.
So I paid $4. It sold for $59.96. It was under £1, so it just went into a poly mailer and went out.
So, Sandra, I have a sailing clip angle that's been sitting for a while. Yeah, I don't. So when I say I buy the clip angle, I've only had the really good luck with like the sports ones, like NFL. Mm-hmm. I think the only ones I've gotten have been NFL.
They may only have done NFL.
Yeah,
I don't think he did any other like.
Yeah,
so MLB or NFL or anything. I mean, NHL or anything like that.
Yeah, so I'm just saying I don't have any experience with any other like themes with cliff angle, but the sportsing ones seem to always do well. All right, last one. This was my private sale, and you do know about this. I showed this to you guys, I think last week, maybe the week before. This Jurassic Park Lost World T-shirt. And I'd gotten this in a bulk buy, dead stock, and it's the Industrial Light and Magic, like a crew T-shirt. They're the ones that do all the special effects and stuff like that. This is from Lost World, late 90s. Now, when I got this, I'm like, I'm just going to see if Jesse wants it from yesterday's Fits because he is obsessed with Jurassic Park. He loves Jurassic Park. Vikki actually found an awesome Jurassic Park tie, the most hideous tie ever at the bins. And I gave it to him.
No, I didn't buy it. I bought it in Florida when we were with Casey.
Oh, why did I think it was the pins? Anyway, whatever. She got a really hideous vintage Jurassic Park tie that we gave to Jesse that he was very excited about. But he has all the Jurassic Park stuff. So I knew he would want this. I showed it to him. I sent him pictures and I said, what do you think? And he, of course, was immediately like, I have to have that. And so it had sold. One had sold like at the beginning of August for $140. And then there were none other anywhere, sold or unsold. And so I knew I could sell it. I was probably going to try to sell it for like 200, but I'm like, whatever, I'm going to offer it to Jesse. So I got a 125. I sold to him for 125. I thought that was a fair deal because it was one of the coolest pieces I got in that bulk buy. So it's like, I'm not going to.
Yeah. And it's like what I do. You know, every once in a while, I'll have one of our viewers will ask me about something that I have for sale. I'm never going to charge you what I would charge somebody else online. Like Katy's the same way. If you like something, she and I are going to give you a great deal and assume that obviously we're not going to pay platform fees. We're going to do friends and family if possible, although that's been taken away from me. I can't even send anything friends and family anymore because I have a business account. Zelle, cash, whatever. It's always great when you know, because it's a loyalty thing. Am I going to sell it to you for my cost? Well, no, not if it's something I could make money on. However, I'm not going to give you the full markup.
Yeah. Well, and this was like I said, it was from a bulk buy and it was probably like the coolest piece out of that entire like 100 t-shirt buy. So it's like, yeah, I can't just turn around and sell it for $50. Even though I still would have made a little bit of money on it, but I thought I offered a fair deal and he was down and whatever. I spent it on stuff at his shop anyway. So really,
you just really took it in trade.
It really, no matter what,
it was a wash.
It didn't really cost him $125.
It didn't cost him anything really.
Yeah. So whatever. But yeah, I was just glad. That's nice when you know people like that collect certain things. And you know, you can.
I'm watching our little neighbor bring the little white puffball dog into the house.
He's a cute dog. Anyway, all right, so that is it for our sales highlights. All right, and now we're going to talk about stuff you picked up this week.
Paula says, I think you should sell me all of your stuff at cost. Listen, Paula, just watch a Whatnot show.
Well, it's like the whole like Goodwill thing where it's like they get the stuff for free and now they're charging people. It's like, oh,
just watch one of my Whatnot shows. You're basically getting my shit at cost on Whatnot.
That's true. All right.
I'm definitely not making a profit. I'll take my even starting
everything a little bit.
No, even starting everything at $10. I've probably paid $2 to $4 for it, plus paid Crystal $3 to list it because most of my stuff has already been listed. So you're looking at that $6 or $7 into it, and I'm selling it for $10. Take away fees. I'm selling you shit at cost.
There you go.
So. It's all right.
I'm
working on it.
So I didn't go do any sourcing this week. I bought some stuff online. I have stuff coming to me that I bought, and then I also have some stuff that I got. Plus, Laura, bless her little heart.
Bless her heart.
But that's actually like in a for real bless her heart way, not like a
not in an FU way.
No, yeah. She doesn't do the clothes, especially like the vintage stuff, and so she's picked up stuff here and there, and then she packed it all up and sent a package to both of us, which I want to point out, the biggest poly mailer I've ever seen. It literally there were 5 things for me, 2 were sweatshirts, and then for you, it was ridiculous. I'm like, I don't think I've seen that big of a poly mailer before. But
you haven't looked at my poly mailers because I have some that size.
That one was bigger.
For blankets, I have some for blankets. Okay.
That one was bigger. Anyway, she gave us some cool stuff, and I'm really excited, especially a particular piece that's for my.
And apparently, I have to buy her
Halloween
tacos in a couple weeks when she's here. Listen, guys. By the way, we are under a month to the remix at this point.
Oh, we're under a month for the remix. And how many taco trucks are going to be?
2.
2.
2 taco trucks, and one of the taco trucks is a company called Vito's Tacos that we've eaten from a couple times now.
Oh, so good.
I don't know what the Italian man Vito is doing to make tacos, but
cheesy and delicious.
Short rib tacos.
Oh my goodness. They got the consomme that you like dip. You can take your already juicy, cheesy, greasy taco and dip it, and then you can suck down the juice, and it's so freaking good.
It really is.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat anything else but Vito's tacos. I might be sick of it by the time we get to 2 days in a row there. But anyway, so I pulled some stuff that I bought over the last few weeks, and then some of the stuff that's come in this week. But you went to the bins by yourself yesterday, all by yourself, and you came home.
I did.
And your car was jam-packed with a whole lot of stuff. And we already have done some comping and at least a couple things there. You really scored big.
Well, one of the items that I'm going to show will actually pay for the whole truckload. So I only spent $135. I had an overflowing cart. I actually if I had stayed any longer, I would have filled a second cart. But I was starting to be a little sore and I was by myself. So I was like, I'm never going to be able to wrestle 2 carts around this place. Yeah. So if I had been with Katy, I probably would have filled a second cart and just had her watch the full cart. But I was alone. I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Anyway. So one of the things I picked up, it was on the bottom of my cart, so I didn't pay the $2 that is the fee for, I think it's $1 or $2 for a DVD. I paid by weight. So I think I I paid about the same, maybe $1 more because I didn't feel like digging it out.
Yeah.
But this is a sealed box set, Motley Crue Volume 1. I'm quite tempted to keep it. However, I know I will never watch it, and I don't need it.
It's 2003. I think
it's 2003. It's out of print. It was a limited release of some sort, and this is selling sealed for $100 to $200 depending. And I'm probably I have it listed actually at $200. So there's not very many listed that are new. Maybe a handful of them.
The pre-owned ones are going for $100.
Right. So I have it listed pretty high, anticipating that it'll wait and I'll sell it around Christmas time because this is the kind of stuff that, a huge Motley Crue collector would want or get for Christmas.
Yeah, I think you can easily get $150 for it. Maybe $200.
But yeah, I paid $2-3. So right there, awesome. This is already more than paid for my whole cartload of stuff.
Yep.
And a couple things that I got from Laura that I'm going to show.
Oh, these I'm jealous of because here's the thing. I get all the vintage men's like t-shirts and sweatshirts.
From all of our friends,
But wait. Well, because that's the only thing I sell. And I keep telling her, like, I'll buy this stuff. I'll pay for it and everything. But there is one certain thing, and let's see if anybody in the chat can answer this. What's the one genre or topic or brand that I have to give up to Vikki if it's something that comes around? I think somebody out there
Greg might know because Greg has actually sent me this kind of item before, but I'll start showing it anyway. But this is this actually feels dead stock. It's super crunchy and crispy. It is vintage, made in the USA. It is not single stitch, but
Hard Rock Cafe.
Hard Rock.
Now, I honestly I'm not that crazy about like Hard Rock stuff. Doesn't excite me that much, but this particular one,
the back of it's pretty cool.
It's this really cool.
I haven't looked it up. Some sell. It's Peter Gabriel, 1997. Some things that some not hairband. Sorry, I was reading the comment there. Gail, I do love the hairband.
Yeah, but I don't give up those for
She
her.
doesn't.
Sorry.
She won't give them to me. Anyway, I do.
We'll look at it again.
Some of them I'm only going to sell for $25 or $30, but some sell for more depending on the graphic, and that's a pretty cool graphic.
It's a really cool art tee.
I haven't looked that one up yet.
I love it.
It may sell for more than that. And then the other thing, sweatshirts.
It's a Peter Gabriel thing.
That's what I said.
It's cool. I like
See,
it.
she don't listen to me either, guys. It's not just me that
Shouldn't
doesn't listen.
Shouldn't deserve it. I didn't listen to you for 2 seconds. You're like half an hour later, like, wait, what?
This is a vintage 80s. It's an old 80s tag that we're on the Rebel tag, I think. Made in the USA, Hard Rock, Sydney.
It's a little stinky.
Crew neck. They're all stinky. I've got to do some washing. Again, I'll probably sell it for like $50-$60. It's not going to go for a ton. However, I love the Hard Rock stuff. I don't know why I do. I just do. Nostalgic, I suppose. I've been going to Hard Rock, restaurants and stuff since I was like in my early teens. These I love. Now, if these fit me, or if I was a skinny girl, I would wear these because I think they are so stinking cute. They are super 70s knit pants with the zipper,
and they're way more green than they look like on
they're
screen.
They're like a Kelly green.
Yeah, they're bright.
And they've got this big wide leg. They're a polyester knit, and they've got this running like the stripe down the side, the stitching, gold zipper. So cute. I like these a lot. These would fit a woman small. They're not a weird size or anything like that. They're not like that super extra tiny, but they're fun.
Ridiculous.
So these will probably list in my store for like $79, $89. If I can get them to photograph well enough, or Crystal can get them to photograph well enough. Depends on the picture on these. Like if these look like really good, I may even put them in one of my private Facebook groups. I think they're fun.
One of your private, how many private Facebook groups do you have?
I'm in. I'm in a couple of them.
You said that like you got all these.
Anyway. And I agree with you. And to flip it, $50 to $60 sales. That's they're not a forest green, Gail. They're more of a Kelly green. Our blue wall, my blue wall in my office.
Blue wall.
It really thwarts a lot of the colors. This is fun too. This is very, maybe early 80s, 70s, early 80s top. It's this mesh knit. This came from Laura. It's got a little bit of that placket bib front, which is why I'm going more with 70s than 80s. There's no tags on it. And, wear a tank under it or something like that. This will probably be another $40 or $50 item. Let's see. Also from Laura. And then this is also from Laura, and this is a really, really great dress. So this has got the Mandarin collar dress. This is gold. It's a gold brocade fabric with you can see the paisley print pattern on it. Very 60s.
Well, I like the giant paisley thing.
Yep, it's got a giant paisley like applique beaded thing at the neck and trim on the sleeves. It's just a really long, very pretty Mandarin collar. So it's like this Asian inspired
thing. It's like
thing.
a gown.
Yeah, Asian inspired hostess gown. That's exactly what it is. It's a hostess gown.
It's very long.
But it's not fitted. It's not a wiggle one. But it needs to be hemmed. It doesn't have a hem. So it's dead stock. Somebody probably made this. But it's vintage, but not worn because it's not hemmed. Rear zipper. This is just very, very 60s.
It's very loud.
And it's wrinkly and
crinkly.
So I'm going to have Crystal throw a hem on that. And I will probably list that around the $100, $125 range. Yeah, it's really cute. Okay, so that's the stuff that I got from Laura that I love that I'm going to resell. The other thing that she sent to me, which I love, but I'm not going to resell, they're for my private collection because I've been looking for them.
Your private collection?
I don't even have a collection. They're for my private use. I need to find 2 more, but she sent me, and this is a big deal because they sell for a lot of money, and I love you for this, Laura. You did not have to part with them. The gold flecked lucite taper candles. She sent me a pair of those for my 70s bathroom, and I love them. So thank you. Anybody else has any, let me know. I need to find another pair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is going to be my bins stuff. Okay, talk about granny core.
Granny core, Roseanne core.
Isn't
that what's on the back of the couch in
it
Roseanne?
Really does look like.
Oh, Liz, way to stroll on in an hour late.
Right? Thanks, Liz. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks for popping in, Liz.
So this is just a granny core, granny square, like shawl, cape. I'm going to gross myself out because it's not something that can be washed and it was in the bins and, you wear it like me. I don't know. I'm not wearing it. But anyway, yes, it's homemade. I'm going to list this probably for about $75.
Mm-hmm. Gail says she might be in the market for a dress.
Well, Gail, you let me know. Go look through my store, honey, and tell me if there's something that you like, and I'll give you a good deal. You know that. All right, so this I got at the bins as well. Just a fun little like cowboy hat. It's a felt cowboy hat. It's a little bit dusty. Got a little Aztec Southwestern printed band on it. The brand is Bollman, Bollman, made in the USA. No idea.
Danica just strolling on in late too.
Maybe I'll wear this for my Fremont. Look.
Does it even fit?
No, it does not fit. Apparently my head is too freaking big.
I
could wear that with my granny cape.
You gonna walk around with your little hat?
I want to see what everyone in Vegas is going to be wearing for our thrifted outfit Fremont
night. This is going to be my outfit for Fremont for the night.
Seriously. I want to see what you're wearing.
What are you wearing? That's inappropriate.
What are you wearing? This is also a bins find. This is very, very 70s. It's like teddy bear core, right? So we've got a patchwork jacket with a big, heavy brass zipper. This is small. This would be, I would say, even maybe very early 80s, but probably more likely 70s. It's very heavy. I need to actually split a seam inside the pocket and see if this is real fur, which it could be in patchwork. It doesn't feel like fur, but it could be like Sherpa type.
Taxi driver core. There you go.
Yeah, so it's very thick. So probably paid like $3 or $4 for it. Maybe I'll sell it, in the $125 range. Again, it's tiny, so that does limit your audience.
I'm pretty sure that Jamie Lee Curtis was wearing that in Trading Places.
You think? Mm-hmm. It could be fur from a teddy bear. Could be. I don't know. This was a fun one. Katy did just try to steal this from me the second
I did not. I said, what size is it?
You know why she said what size is it?
And then if I wanted it, I would have bought it, which I've done before, which is weird because she still gets angry even when I pay her full asking price. She's still mad that I bought that Tales from the Crypt animated thing that I literally paid her the full amount she would have listed it for. Made her mad. Still makes her mad.
Yep.
Paid her full price.
Yep.
What the F, dude?
Kimberly says maybe it was worn by Sherry O'Terry. That's funny. So this I got from the bins. This is just a Dickies jacket, but it is a it is a wool buffalo plaid, new with tags.
But what size is it?
It's not vintage. It's a size medium. But this is really cute. I wish I could fit into a medium. I cannot fit into a medium. You can try it. It's small. I like the jacket a lot. It's really not worth a ton.
Snippy snap.
Again, I only paid like $4 or $5 because there's only a couple new with tags listed.
Oh yeah, look at that, guys.
I just bought you that Dickies jacket last year. Not Dickies, Dixon jacket. You don't need another one. We wear jackets like 3 times a year here.
It buttons up too.
Well, I guess it fits you. It fit me. It's not a shacket, actually. It's a full jacket. And Gail, that jacket, the jacket, is it Sherpa fur or is it just shaved off of a lamb? I don't know. I'm going to have to actually split I guess I just lost the freaking jacket.
Because you looked on the screen, you were like, wow, she looks pretty good in that. Paul
Bunyan core. Seriously.
Look how good it looks with my complexion. Ooh, I'm hot.
All right. I guess I just lost the jacket. I bought you a great Dixon jacket that looks just like that last year, and you're
no, it doesn't.
Steal that one. It's the same thing.
No, it's not. You can sell the Dixon jacket and give me this.
Seriously. Do you know how much I paid for the Dixon jacket versus this $5 bin?
Right. So it's even better.
She's such an asshole.
That means you can probably sell a Dixon jacket for as much, if not more than that jacket, right? Right?
Such an asshole.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
So Lori, while I'm distracted, gold lucite or a different color? It's like the clear with the gold flecks.
Mm-hmm.
I have one. I could show you if you message me. But yeah, if you're able to find those, they sell very well, different colors. And that's why I was like very happy she sent it to me. So this is also Bin's Fine. This is a rust orange color. Again, these walls, I don't know. We need to get.
All right. I would like to thank everybody out there for your support.
Yep. She's such a jerk. How dare you throw Katie's jacket on the floor like that? And it has like these suede panels, this belted sweater jacket type thing, and the belt is suede as well. It's fun. This is very, very hippie boho core in a rust orange color. I don't know what I'll sell that for, like probably $75 or so. Yeah, use YouTube peer pressure. Seriously.
I do look good in it, though. I didn't realize it was going to fit me so well.
She's such a jerk. Speaking of the hard rock, I found this one all by myself. I found this at the bins yesterday. Very 90s vintage hard rock
Very
hat.
cross colors.
All the 90s colors. So it's got navy blue, burgundy, and green color block. Why is our lighting so bad? We need to get a new something.
I don't know that we can fix
camera or I don't know what is doing it, but it's terrible.
They used to color the walls.
So I don't know what I'm going to spend. What I'll sell that for? $35, $45.
So rude.
Let's see.
Oh, this is cool.
This is fun. Laura will appreciate this. So this is vintage, kind of like a yarn type of thing done on burlap.
That's if grandma was a pagan.
It's very 70s, very 60s, 70s. Done with, I don't know if this is considered crewel work. It might be considered crewel. Done with yarn and stuff like that. It's not finished. It can be hung. It can be framed. It can be whatever. I think it'd be cool if you hung it on a, just framed it in wood, like in a, just around the four edges, like nothing on the back.
Danica's a little witchy. She loves it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to list this for yet, but I just thought it was very cool. Very mid-century, not mid-century modern, very mid-century 70s. Goes with the whole mushroom kind of thing. I'm going to keep going. I got a handful more.
It's a flip it. Thinks I'm going to be paying for that jacket for the rest of the day. I will tell you, she made me bring up this morning. She was like, hey, can you just go ahead and bring everything I bought yesterday upstairs? And I'm like, everything? She's like, yeah, I need to like wash some of it. And I'm like, well, can't you go through it and figure out which stuff actually needs to come up? She's like, no, it'd just be easier if you just bring everything up. And I'm like, okay, sure. It'll be easier. Easier for who?
Not me. Another vintage 90s color block, SeaWorld Shamu, made in Taiwan hat. This hat goes for like 30 to 40 bucks. But again, I got it at the bin, so I paid, 50 cents for it. Got a vintage 90s kids vinyl like duffel bag. And if you can see that it has Pocahontas on it. It's very, I don't know how to figure out how to make this less wrinkly looking, but I'll try. It's got a cute little picture of John Smith and Pocahontas on the front. It's purple and hot pink. Very 90s again, paid like $1 something at the bins. I just thought it was very cute.
Sandra
Vintage
says
Disney. I may keep that for a whatnot show. That might be an 80s or 90s or a Disney show that I do.
Sandra says that we need a pulley system.
We do need a pulley system.
Things up and down the stairs.
We do.
Then I'd be pulling stuff.
That's true.
It's not like she would.
It wouldn't solve anything for her because she still brings all my
I'd still be the one doing it.
Okay, so another more vintage 90s denim jacket. It's got like the exposed, distressed, threaded seams. Think Justin Timberlake and Britney when they had their matching denim outfits for the MTV Music Awards in the 90s. It was that type of denim because they had those little little seamed things on their outfits. But this is cute. I really like this. It's got longer sleeves to roll up. I like this one. So it's probably like $40, $50 jacket.
What we really need is, so we have like, there's like a turret over here. It's like if you saw our house tour video, it's like a round
Call
room.
it the Avita pulpit.
And when you walk in the front door downstairs, it's like a round entryway, and then straight above it is this round room up here that I use for my photographs.
You need a round elevator.
No.
Oh.
Sort of. No. Let me explain. We have to completely tear it all apart so that whole floor lowers and rises. So when you come home, we bring everything into the entryway, we load it, we just leave everything right there, and then we push a button and it goes and lifts us all the way up to the floor and then locks into place. What do you think about that? I think it's a genius idea.
You're weird.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm weird for wanting to make my life a little easier.
Weird. Well, this is nothing special. I did get this at the bins as well, just a striped long sleeve shirt. What I liked about it is that it's vintage. There's nothing wrong with it, but it was made in France for Bloomingdale's. This made in France for Bloomingdale's. I like I'm gonna punch Allison right in the mouth. Made in France for Bloomingdale's. I like the vintage tag. So this is very 70s.
They're all very amused.
Mitch says, you always go by comps, or do you just go off what you think you can get from experience? Mitch, I go off of what I think I can get. I don't really comp anything. I'll comp things that are solidly easy to comp, like those hats, because those I can find probably the exact hat and get an idea off of it. And then the Dickies jacket I would comp because it's new, it's not vintage. But as far as almost anything else, because I sell mostly vintage items, you're not going to find specific comps. So a lot of it I base the numbers off of knowledge and past experience. For what something can sell. And I price on the high end of everything because I'm always negotiating prices, running sales, sending offers to buyers, and accepting offers from buyers. So on average, I'm going to spend $2 or $3 on an item and sell it for $75. That's my average sale price. Let's see.
She definitely doesn't drink enough milk, Allison.
A punch in the mouth would break my knuckles.
All right.
I bought this vintage bag at the bins yesterday. It's got these great fun, metal or brass, and then the hard plastic hangers. It looks like a bowling bag. It's not. It's some type of carry bag for WCC. Which looks like it might have been like a swim team, something community college, I guess. I don't know what community college, but something community college. Anyway, it's kind of cute. Just blue, heavy brass zipper on it. Just thought it'd be fun.
We miss you too, Allison. We pencil us in for Tuesday night of the remix because we want to hang.
We want to hang with our
we want to hang
with Danica and everybody. Yeah,
and that's our one free night that doesn't have set
scheduled
stuff.
Activity.
And those others, because the scheduled stuff, like we kind of have to make sure that
and Sunday night, we have Sunday night for people that are coming in on Sunday too.
That's true.
But we actually just turned down an invite because we didn't want to book our Tuesday night.
Yeah, last year we ended up having to do something on Tuesday night, and it kind of sucked that we didn't have that time to hang out with our friends.
All right, 2 more things to show, and then I'm done. And Katie can talk. These I got at the bins yesterday.
I like those a lot.
I didn't look these up. I don't know if they're common. I don't think they're common because I've never seen them. And I always pick up used Vans and Converse. But these are Converse dudes. They're this really, really cool weathered leather all-star Converse. And they're brown. If these were my size, I would probably pick these too. Love, love, love them. They look like little wrestling sneakers almost. The way that they have the curved ends. I don't know. I haven't looked them up yet. They're not vintage. Well, I mean, if they are vintage, they're not older than early 2000s or 90s. Yeah. They're not made in the USA vintage is what I mean.
Allison says she'll check her calendar.
Yeah, Allison, I'm going to punch you. I'm
punching. You're so violent.
Punching.
You're so violent.
Lots of punching. Let's see. Also at the bins, vintage 90s, Disney store, wool, Winnie the Pooh, tree skirt. I don't know what I'm going to sell. Oh, hello. I don't know what to sell it for yet, but I'm sure it's going to be more than $50. I actually have this Winnie the Pooh stocking that goes with this from the 90s. That's actually my stocking I've had since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Allison, we'll think about it.
Danica, of course, Sandra, yes.
Danica, no. Jen, yeah.
We want to hang with you guys.
Yeah.
We missed you last year and feel like we didn't get to see enough of you.
Yeah.
And then this classic Chatty Cathy. I see that Paul is in the chat. Paula will recognize her. Classic Chatty Cathy. She is marked, but she's probably an early prototype, the early type 1 or type 2. I haven't double checked yet because she needs to be clean. She's super dirty. But what's different about this is that Chatty Cathy with the red hair, the Titian hair, where they would call it when it was Barbie, is fairly rare. There's not a lot of them with hair colored this red. She's super filthy and needs to be cleaned. But she's got a vintage outfit on, a vintage dress. It is not, I think it's homemade, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, I paid $8 for this at Savers. I think if I clean her up, even without the string, by the way, her pull string doesn't work, which is not uncommon. Most of them don't work from the 60s. I would still sell this one for close to $100 just based on the hair color if I clean her up.
Creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it's anybody can come. We're really not just sitting here trying to make plans and exclude anybody. We just want to be able to hang out with our friends on Tuesday night that we didn't get to see.
Yeah, but listen, we're gonna be able to hang out with all of you Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Tuesday's just kind of like our one night that we don't have we don't necessarily have to be on as hosts of the activities of what people are doing and making sure everyone's having a good time.
We're not being cliquey, you rude jerks.
Anyway.
Anyone can come. I'm sure we're not. It's not like we're going on a trip. We're going to all be in the same general area. We're just specifically saying, hey, if you're going to do something,
we didn't get to hang out. We didn't get to hang out with Allison at all last year. So
Allison and Sandra and Jen and Danica.
We didn't get to hang out with them.
You guys looked like you had so much fun, and we didn't see any of you.
All right.
That's it. That's all I got. I'm done.
Okay. I don't even have as much stuff as you had. So first I'm going to show some stuff that I picked up in the last few weeks. That I just think most of these I think are Whatnot.
Oh, that's fun.
I like this one, this Whatnot sweatshirt with a little button going on. Prestige Sporting Club Prestige. I don't know what this guy's deal is. Is he just a sportsy guy? He doesn't seem to be doing any particular sports. What do you think?
That looks like an old school football. Like he's like before. It's like going to football practice.
Yeah, but you can't really tell.
I don't know.
Anyway, I like it. I spent like maybe $10 on it.
Listen, I've already got to plan 2 outfits for the week, Cheryl. I'm not wearing fucking cat shirt. It's not happening.
Okay. All right. Next up is this. Is it Mad Dogs
Hogs.
Is it Mad? Oh, it looked like it said Mao. Okay.
I could see Mad Dogs Hogs.
Mad Dogs Hogs. Look at that graphic.
Look at it. I used to go to a saloon in Burrville, Rhode Island called Mad Dog Saloon. It was as divey as you could possibly think, and it was a biker bar.
Mad Dogs Hogs, and then it's looks like a bulldog right in there with a face full of something. Anyway, paid like $10-15 for that. Nice big size though. This I got on Whatnot, paid maybe $10 if that.
That's a cool one.
I just like it because the color blocking.
It looks very 90s.
Design, very 90s. The tag's all worn and faded. Indiana University. Like that one. This one I like because it's just like an old school 80s tee. I don't even know what this is. I need to look it up. I think this is Best Little Tower in Town. The I Tower, 1989. I don't know what the I Tower is, but because I haven't researched it yet. I think maybe it has something to do with like some sort of like electricity or something. I don't know. Look at that tag though. Heavy. I don't think I've seen that tag before. I don't think I've seen that tag before.
No, I don't think I have either.
But it's in really nice condition in 1989. All right, somebody look up what's the I Tower. Tell me.
I know, Paula. Geez, Burrville. It was as bad as you it was as bad as you could anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
But they were my nice biker friends. We used to have fundraisers at that bar for my charity.
Next up, I have this Teamsters shirt. It says Buy American, don't buy imports. I don't know why that has to be quotation marks. Why not just say buy American, don't buy imports? Protect your union, protect your job. And this is on the old Screen Stars tag right there. Super soft. Feel it. It's clean. Feel it.
It is very soft. It smells clean.
Because I washed it.
Paula, didn't I have any friends? Yes, I have friends. I'm a little bit white trash, I'm sorry. It's where I come from. It is what it is.
All right, and then I have this shirt that I got like a couple weeks ago at yesterday's Fits. I don't think I showed it. Did I show this one? Do you remember?
I don't remember you
showing
showing
it. Look how awesome it is. Okay, so you guys...
It's got dinosaurs.
So you guys have seen all those star shirts that I've had that I've sold, like a bunch that were like Yellowstone and Bryce Canyon and all kinds of different ones. Well, this is like the same company. They did a bunch of different ones. This is like my favorite I think I've seen. This one's used. It's a little worn, but it's awesome. And look at the back.
It's got more little dinosaurs.
More dinosaurs.
Look, one of them's playing. He's or they're killing him. One of the two.
I think it's probably more of a murder thing. But it's nice and worn and faded. But I think the shirt is awesome. This is definitely, other than my ET one that I sold for $900, that was also one of the star shirts.
This is probably
my next favorite. It's so cool. I love the design. I love the wraparound. I love the dinosaurs. Super, super cute. I don't even know how much I paid for it because I bought it in a bulk buy. And sometimes he'll just go through a pile and then give me a total. So I honestly couldn't tell you, but maybe $50, let's say. I'll and maybe not even that. But I love it. I love it.
I don't know, Paula. What am I saying? I'm from West Warwick. All right, it doesn't get trashier than that. Burrillville might be a little bit worse, but it's a pretty close.
West what?
West Warwick.
West Warwick. It took me a while to figure out that wasn't a speech impediment. West Warwick. I met her best friend Jason, and he picked us up at the airport, and he said something about West Warwick, and I'm like thinking in my head, like she didn't tell me he had such a bad speech impediment, and I'm like, oh, it's his accent.
It's rude.
Got this. I think I got this on the Whatnot as well. Probably paid like $10-15 for it. I like it.
It's a difference between whether you're from Coventry or Western Coventry, Paula. So, Coventry is not quite as bad as West Warwick.
All right. Last week, Vikki had showed you guys all the dead stock sports t-shirts that she got for $10 a piece from Nashville Vintage, and how she was getting all these shirts while we were having dinner. And then when she was done, told me that it's time to put our phones away, even though the sale was still running. And then I tried to get another one of the cheap ones. She's like, no, I want that. And so she got that one too. And so I got left buying a shirt for $100 from him. But you know what? I love it.
You didn't get left. You asked him to
I wanted to. But I'm just saying, you wouldn't let me buy any of the cheap ones. And then you tried to shut it down completely. And I said, no, I'm not done. Anyway, it finally came in. For whatever reason, it came in later than Vikki's stuff. But if you guys remember Zippy the Pinhead, the comic strip from I think it might have started in the 70s and went into the 80s. It says, yo, I'm having fun. But Zippy the Pinhead, yes, I paid $100 for this. I do think I can sell for $2. But I couldn't resist. I love it. It's such a cool shirt.
I like Nashville Vintage too. I think he's got a lot of good stuff. I don't know where he gets it from. I don't know. None of my business.
Well, he's wholesale stuff too.
He's got a good collection. I think he's a little dry in his delivery and his selling, but he's matter of fact, and he'll run what you want, and his prices are reasonable. And I bought 7 or 8 items from him at $10 a piece that are all excellent and super clean, crisp, delivered as promised. And he threw in an extra shirt. So
yep. I picked this up a while ago, I think for like $50. Anyway, this is a Y2K, but it's We Are Going to Eat You zombie tee. This will definitely be in my Halloween holiday show, guys.
Halloween horror show.
So if you haven't bookmarked that, you definitely should, because I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be getting another one of these hats and giving it away. I showed on my last show. I have a Jurassic Park hat that I'm going to give away. I have that Jaws hat that I wore to go see Jaws. I'm going to give that away. And there was one other one. It was a Friday the 13th t-shirt or hat I was going to give away. So I'm going to give away like 4 horror hats. And I'm going to give away Regal Cinemas movie passes, gift cards or whatever. So it's going to be crazy. And I'm going to have a bunch of really, really cool stuff that I'm going to be selling at all price levels. So you're definitely not going to want to miss out on that. It's going to be September 27th.
I do see that Mo popped into the chat. If you guys have a minute to have some good wishes for her dad, he's really struggling right now, but doing much better. So I'm happy to hear that. Thanks for the tip on the mariniere. type of shirt. Definitely a French t-shirt. That's why I said it was made in Paris. It immediately, I felt like it needed to be red and white, not blue and white, and have a beret and be worn by, I don't know, like a French mime. Yeah.
All right. Next up, this awesome Jesus parody shirt. It says UFC, but if you look closely, it says United for Christ. And it's got a Bible verse there. This is like, this is Y2K. Not 90s.
Hey, Kristen, tickets are still available. Grab one. You need to come.
Yes, come on. You know you're going to have an amazing time. Come on. Come on. I just have a few more left, guys, because like I said, I didn't do any big buys this week. I have a bunch of stuff, but they were late shipping it out. They're not able to get it out until tomorrow, so I'm probably not going to. I'll have stuff to show you next week from that buy.
Passes to the Regal Beagle.
Mm-hmm.
My best friend just bought that shirt, the Regal Beagle shirt.
All right, so Laura, she does all of the like estate sales and stuff like that, and goes to different rummage sales. And when she finds cool vintage T-shirts, a lot of times she'll just send them to me because she's awesome. And this is the first one. This is from Laura.
Oh, it's from Laura too.
Yeah, this is from Laura.
Yeah, this is the 70s.
This is definitely like a
70s tag for sure.
In style and everything.
Mm-hmm.
70s peanuts. Having lunch with 3 airline stewardesses put you in a good mood. Oh boy. Really cool.
That's really cute.
70s ringer tee. I love it.
It's orange
awesome.
And brown and cream colored. All 70s.
I'll probably list that for like 100. But I mean,
I think you can
maybe
get more
than 70, but you never know.
I think you can get more than 100 for it. I've actually gotten
maybe
the older peanut stuff sells really, really well. Yeah, Kristen, I want to meet you. Katie wants to meet you. We've never met you in person. You've met all of our other friends.
Come on. What do you need? Come on.
And she went to the to FlipCon, and I did see pictures and some of her little clips from FlipCon. So we definitely want to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. This is also from Laura. Really awesome. It's not that bright of a red. It looks crazy bright red on the screen. But anyway, Merry Melodies. It's embroidered. Really awesome Looney Tunes sweatshirt in fantastic condition, vintage 90s, I'm assuming. 1995. Just a really cool Looney Tunes sweatshirt. And then my favorite, this is why I was lightheartedly harassing Laura last week about getting this stuff sent out on the show, because this particular piece I need for my Halloween show. Mm-hmm. You guys ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this? It's so awesome. Yeah, sweatshirt, crew neck, whatever. Anyway, look at this. I think it's dead stock.
Man, there's some awful peer pressure going on.
It's got that paper tag. I think it's dead stock. This hasn't been washed before.
That paper tag would wash right off.
Yeah. Okay, look at this, guys. Look at this Joe Cool.
I did not show my candles because they're for me. I'm not selling
they're
them.
Private.
I talked about them and I asked if anyone has any others. I need one more pair because I have 2 sconces in my vintage 70s bathroom, and
she said they're for her private collection. All right, can I show this sweatshirt
yes, I'm
now?
Sorry.
Hold your responses until I show the stinking sweatshirt. It's the best part of what I got for Laura, okay? Jeez. Look at this. Look how awesome it is. Oof. Joe, shut your mouth. Joe Cool, Joe Trick or Treat. And he's got his candy corn. He's hanging out with Woodstock. The colors are amazing. It just smells like a little musty. I need to like hang it outside or something.
I don't need it in my face.
Shut your mouth. Stop. I'm trying to show it. Move back if you need to. Anyway, I love it. It's an awesome sweatshirt. And that will definitely be going in the old Halloween show. And it's like a 2X, which it's vintage. So it's probably really more like an XL. But
or large.
Or no, it's bigger than large. Definitely bigger than large. But awesome sweatshirt. I can't wait.
That's so a fun one.
Candy corn and everything.
So Lori, the Lucite candles are clear with the gold flecks.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the gold wick. They have the gold wick. They're really cool. And yes, they do come in many, many colors. I'm not paying $100 for a set of candles or more to sit on for display. Mm-hmm. And they do definitely sell repros out there, but I really wanted true 70s because our spare bathroom is almost, I say because Katie doesn't give a crap about the decor.
I do. Okay. Seriously, I do. It's just you pick your battles.
Yeah.
You pick your battles, man.
True.
Because I had ideas for that bathroom, and you nixed my ideas. So I was just like, whatever, do what you want. You pick your battles, guys. That's how it works in a relationship. The Halloween show it's on Whatnot, and it's going to be September 27th. So if you go look down below, if you're on Whatnot, I'm just a boutique for him. I'm super easy to find. I have a link down below to my next show, which is Tuesday. But you can go through that link and then just click on my name, and you can look at my profile and see my other shows. So September 27th, I'm going to do a Halloween horror show. It'll probably be a longer show because I'm going to have a lot more stuff to sell and to give away. But I've been stockpiling for like the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months. So by the time that comes around, I should have like some pretty amazing pieces. My favorite is probably a Tales from the Crypt hoodie. But I have a bunch of really cool stuff. I have the Crow. I have all kinds of great stuff. Snoopy. I have other Peanut stuff. I have the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown t-shirt. I've got some really, really cool stuff.
Tommy, Katie's got her corner in the closet that's all hers. Listen, she has two full rooms. She has 2 full rooms that are all hers. Plus
what happened though?
A third of our personal closet.
So we have a bathroom downstairs. We have a bathroom in our bedroom.
We have 3 full bathrooms.
And then we have another bathroom that's a spare bathroom, but it's pretty much right next to my office and my inventory room. And I'm the only one that uses it. What happened when I asked if I could decorate it like how I wanted to decorate it?
No.
Yeah. See, guys? But here's the thing. Like I said, you pick your battles. And so for me, I can be like, well, that's entirely unreasonable. But however, I'm not going to fight her on it. It's stupid, but that's okay.
That bathroom still isn't really decorated. I mean, it has a shower curtain.
I'm aware, but you won't let me decorate it. So
listen, I do not want a horror themed bathroom.
But why? Who cares? Who cares?
Because
you don't like it. You don't have to go into it. Don't have to go into it.
But visitors do.
So what? And visitors would think it's cool if I have an old-timey black and white horror bathroom.
No.
Yeah, see? I don't get to choose.
Nobody wants to be scared when they pee.
Okay, whatever. Are people really still scared of the Wolfman?
Maybe. You don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, Paula, choose your battles. There's certain things I just can't have no matter how much I hope for them. Like my bathroom that only I use being decorated in a style that I like. Anyway,
Dana has a Halloween bathroom, not a horror bathroom.
Whatever. I mean, listen, anybody can like arbitrarily say that they don't like something, but if it's literally not affecting their lives, then whatever. But a psycho theme bathroom idea. So that's everything, guys. Just start slowly putting things in there. Yeah, she'll catch on real quick. That's all of our stuff. Like I said, I didn't have any huge buys this week, so I just had a few things to show you. But we were able to keep the show from being 2 hours long, even though we went almost a half an hour before we actually started the real show.
So definitely join us on Wednesday. Join us with Jack from Whatnot. We'll be on our show on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Katy, myself, and Teresa, we're doing a little preview of the Boss Reseller Remix and some of our sponsors and our highlighted speakers the few weeks leading up before, and we're excited. We're excited.
Very excited.
Listen, Liz, I may kill you.
All right, I got to go get all my get my Whatnot shows loaded up for this week, guys.
I got to try to get some listings done and start some laundry with my bins junk.
Now that we have all of our food and beverages for the next week, maybe we can get some work done this week.
We don't have to leave the house to eat.
Yeah, but we still have to do lots of remix stuff, which it's coming up fast, guys. Coming up real fast.
It is coming up fast, and we're so excited. Teresa was just messaging us earlier today, and she's like, but remember, she's coming in like a couple weeks before to do some stuff, and she's like, remember, we can put together the swag bags on that day. I was like, oh yeah, hopefully we can. I think we'll be able to do all of it except the t-shirts, which we won't put those in the bags like last year.
Yeah, we don't put those in the bags. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We will see you on Wednesday.
Have a great rest of your weekend. Go sell all the things.
Bye.
Bye.